Hello, this is Dr. Lewerenz at Longevity Health Institute. Good evening, and I hope this finds you well. I'm at the end of my day here in my practice in Rochester, Michigan, and thought I would share a common scenario, a common medical condition and scenario that we see here often. And I saw today actually twice, so that's why it's on my mind to maybe let me share this with you. You can learn something and you can share with others, and to stay well and be ultimately preventative and have optimal health. That's our goal. So everyone knows I do a functional approach, a personalized medical approach, and we treat the person as a whole. And we look at you as far as symptomology, but also look at functionality of systems in your body. So one thing that is often overlooked is people will come in and be a little tired or a little run down or what have you, and a lot of it's related to diet and digestive health, but a lot of it is also related to not just how they eat, but what they absorb. And there's some common features to malabsorption. Some of these things are related to aging. As we age, we lose good gut bacteria. We lose pancreatic sufficiency that make pancreatic enzymes and digestive acid and bile acids. And we also can develop, as we age, an autoimmune type of response that blocks some of the receptors that grab a hold of nutrients and bring them into the body and into the cells. Common deficiencies like this are B12, often an autoimmune type of reaction to something called intrinsic factor, that if you're getting any B12 orally, even to some degree sublingually, or in foods, you don't absorb B12. B12 levels go down, fatigue, neuropathies, neuritises, mood disorders, liver conditions, progression starts to happen just from one issue that's common just with aging. So that's something that we very commonly see. And when I say aging, I don't mean you have to be 80 or 90. I mean you can be in your 40s, 50s, early 60s, and we'll see low B12 at the cellular level. So that's one. The other thing is anything that's got a high specific gravity is harder to absorb. So if there's digestive issues related, you can't get these into the cell, into the body, into the hemoglobin, etc. One of those is iron. Iron is harder to absorb, harder to digest. Sometimes food choices, especially if we're vegetarian or vegan, or we're pescatarian and not getting as much animal products or meats in our diet, which aren't always necessary. But iron deficiency often will follow, or low iron or ferritin stores in the liver, which is a huge part of carrying oxygen in your blood, i.e. energy, and also these are big feeders to your thyroid function. You need big feeders like iron, iodine, selenium to really feed the thyroid to work optimally and have the best health and have the best energy. So these are big components. Another common feature is fats and proteins, amino acids. These are a little bit harder to absorb, and if they don't have the right amount of acid in your gut or digestive enzyme, you lack deficiency, or you'll get deficiency. The other thing is to consider is that not just changing the diet and changing the supplement, but also changing the gut flora, the gut health, and helping your body just absorb even the good foods and nutrients and things that you eat, okay, that are on your plate or that you're trying to get in your body. And obviously the most optimal or best way is through good nutrition. So consider those things. Again, common things are things with high specific gravity, things that are fats or proteins, B12, iron, and fat-soluble vitamins. I don't want to miss that. Vitamin A, D, E, and K are very common fat-soluble vitamins that whether you're getting them in your diet or you need potentially supplementally. We all hear the benefits of vitamin D. Well, the benefits of vitamin D are only going to get there if you get optimal levels because you're absorbing. And you can compensate that by supplementing at higher levels, like 5 to 10,000 IUs or even big burst doses of vitamin D. But the other way is to make sure that you get fat-soluble vitamins in and absorb them with other foods, taking digestive enzymes with them, and potentially hydrochloric acid. So very, very key, gut health. You hear me talk about that all the time. It's one of our main system effects that we always look at patients to keep them well and healthy. But it's a big, big, big one here, and it's often overlooked, and missed because we think of just, well, what am I eating? What do I need to change in my diet? And not necessarily what the environment is that helps bring these into the cell and into the body so we can get the full benefit. Again, hopefully that enlightens you. Essentially, those would help anybody with fatigue, energy, and even potentially mood issues, those nutrients and those absorption issues. So share this, learn from it, read about it. You can go to our website, our Facebook, and learn more about these things as well as many others. I'm always here to help, as well as my other practitioners, and I hope this finds you well, and hopefully we can even make you better. This is Dr. Lewerenz at Longevity Health Institute in Rochester, Michigan, and you can visit us anytime and visit us on the web at longevityhealthinstituteinc.com, or give our office a call, and we're always happy to see new patients and impact your life and put you in a health and a wellness model. So again, this is Dr. Lewerenz. Have a good evening.